Ghana Youth Biodiversity Network is a youth organization and also a national chapter of the Global Youth Biodiversity Network that aims at building a national coalition of youth, individuals and organizations to end the biodiversity loss and also the extinction crisis. So the organization have members from all over the country, and our current membership stands at 300 youth individuals and around 20 organizations. So we do our work based on inland biodiversity, mountain biodiversity, forest biodiversity. We do some work on agriculture, promoting youth involvement in policy and decision making, and creativity and innovation is always at the forefront of our activities and programming to see that we can rally young people to be part of international processes at the Convention of Biological Diversity.
Biodiversity is generally, I think, life, the ecosystem as a whole, the nature from human beings to everything that is under the planet.
Life on Earth at all its forms or levels. That means life for plants, animals, and other species in their own habitats.
That means we are benefiting from the nature as the nature is also benefiting from us. So we are contributing to either, even if it is restoring, even if it is protecting, even if it is conserving the nature, we are doing that and we are also benefiting from that and sustainably.
We have had a 3-day consultation workshop aimed at rallying youth voices towards the post-2020 Global Biodiversity Framework, a framework that is going to be adopted by all countries at COP15 in Kunming, China. And the plan is to see that we can take urgent and effective action to address biodiversity loss by 2030, and as well see that we can live in harmony with nature by 2050.
It's actually been interesting, the consultation itself. It opened my mind up more about biodiversity because it's been the whole major topic that we've been discussing this whole time.
We need to put a lot of focus, especially on involvement of the youth and in decision making, and also of all the stakeholders at all levels in decision making, starting from the grassroots in the local communities, and involve everyone.
When you tell me nature, I used to think of plants, maybe animals, trees and what. And most times human beings, we tend to exclude ourselves from nature, and then when we are talking about conserving the environment, sometimes we don't mind about the things we do in this environment, because at the end of the day, if we destroy the environment or anything, then it comes back to us, the impacts come back to us as human beings.
The consultation has had an impact because we had participants that were witnessing this concept for the first time, so they've been able to interact and we have been able to show them what the consultation is about, the post-2020 Global Biodiversity Framework. So the topics have been in terms of how the texts look like, the text of the Global Biodiversity Framework, and that's what they've been discussing. The other one, they've been exposed to the Convention of Biological Diversity, to the 3 objectives of the convention. One on conservation, the other one on sustainable use, and the other one on equitable sharing of benefits arising from utilization of biological resources.
Because now if we do, maybe let's say fishing, we want to fish all these, even the young ones, old at the same time. At the end of the day, they'll get depleted and you can no longer have fish anymore. So then we are going to starve. Then if at all it's cutting trees, we don't take care of trees, plants and everything. When we destroy, we carry out to deforestation. Tomorrow the impacts will come back to us when we can no longer have rain. If at all we are carrying out agriculture, that means our plants will not have rainfall.
So we have been able to make sure that they understand what the convention is about. They understand that we have a book that talks about all these issues called the CBD in a nutshell that we produced, that is helping youth, and we hope to spread it more in schools and around communities so that people can know about biodiversity and see how they can take action about biodiversity.
This time I have to put in more efforts than I've been doing to continue taking measures that will help in restoring, in protecting, in conserving the biodiversity for the future generations, not only to benefit me as an individual, but also to benefit the people around me, my community, and the world at large.
This is the importance of consultative meetings. to capture their voices, their views, people's voices and views. You know what people want. You go to the ground. Now I feel proud, I feel good that my voice has been captured, that it has been heard, and that's what everyone wants. Before you can think of coming out with anything, then it's good that people also get to understand, to know that this is what.
We hope that youth are going to be presented and their voices are going to be heard. We know countries are engaging in Substar meetings and SBI meetings, but without the voices of young people, without the ideas of young people, looks like we've been wasting time. So we are emphasizing that the intergenerational equity, the human rights aspects of nature, gender and transformative education as the priorities that we have chosen as Ugandan youth, that we are going to push more. So as we are heading to COP15 in Kunming, China, we hope that our voices will be in the text, will influence the post-2020 Global Biodiversity Framework, but also will influence the New Deal for Nature, or the final document we shall have as our strategic plan from 2021 maybe to 2030.
My message to the organizers of this consultation, I applaud them for the organization. It has been so good. We've been able to learn, and since we've been youth from different areas, different communities, our views have been, at least we've been given a chance to bring out our views and also have the time to express our concern about in this framework. So I thank them so much, and I appreciate the organization because it has been so good.
We need biodiversity action now. Stop the same. Biodiversity rules.